What? That's crazy. Okay, so we're gonna cancel that. Then we're gonna turn back around. I love my lack of technical skills, I tell you. I'm really hungry right now. I have not eaten any food today, and I only drank one juice. So I think I'm gonna go out and have a snack. I think I'm putting this on because I do not feel like putting on makeup, but I'm going to put on makeup. Like, I actually have things to do. I need to drink some water. I need some food. Like, hold on one second. I need to get something. So I guess I'm about to have, like, I don't know, 200 and 220 calories. Finally caught alive. One of these is only 50 calories and the other one is 170 calories. I want to cook something tonight and just to boost the loving morale. I think some people's love language is food and a made up bed. And sometimes your girl, I haven't been cooking because I've been drinking juice. When people do get tired of eating, I don't know anything about notifications or anything about how it works. I just said hello and turned it on. You know, the internet works in weird ways, and sometimes you just get what you get. Right now, you got a lady drinking juice. You guys say you were notified of it. Hats off to them. mm. I literally felt like I was just about to pass out. I really felt I was. I've been wanting junk food. This is so good. Like, I'm just drinking it and drink. While I enjoy this juice, go ahead and tell me, what are you guys' plans for the weekend? I'm about to put some makeup on this mug. You guys know I've been doing my really sloppy makeup because I don't like to like press the makeup all the way down and put on the mask. Something about patting all that makeup on and putting on the mask, for me, it's like absolute breakout city. Live fuller, love fuller. Hey girl, living relaxed. Do y'all notice that a lot of people that watch this channel like have the word live, living, or live like in their little username? When you're not really eating a lot of chewy foods and you're just juicing, you can really taste everything. Like, normally this would be bitter to like a lot of people, but all I taste is the sweetness, probably because the first things on here are coconut and pineapple. Oh my god, I did them wrong. That sucks. The snack one has more calories. Living my best life. The snack one has more calories in it than the meal one. But the meal one, this is the one I meant to have. I pulled out my tab to find something to watch while I do my makeup. Well, we're going to do our makeup together, girl. Do y'all like doing y'all's makeup? I don't. I don't. I really don't. Like, I might get in line for like a face transplant. Give me clear skin. Just how much do they want to charge so that you never have to do makeup again? Hey, Annette. She wants everyone to say hello to her. She says, hi, everyone. I was wondering why that was tasting so sweet to me. That was a snack one, and this is the meal one. The meal one is only 50 calories. That's crazy. And the snack one is 170 because it has like the pineapple. I'm like, I'm tasting a whole bunch of sweet. Mm. I was like in a Debbie Downer mood today. I've been in the house too long. That's why. I know that's why. Like, I don't know. Let me first at least put on a little skin stuff. Oh my gosh. I told y'all that I'm not an organized person, right? So we understand this. So give me 1 second while I go look for the other. Oh Lord. I don't even have PMS, but I'm just so freaking moody. Like, I'm getting on my own nerves with the level of moodiness that I have right now. And nothing is in place. I don't know, y'all. I kind of do know. The older you get, the more you start recognizing where you are at in your female month. And right now, for me, it's like ovulation time. It's about to get real personal. If we were like really trying to make anything happen, this would be like around the time that we would try. But I don't know. Sometimes your life is just not on that schedule or not on that track, you know? But I say that to say that I think it bothers my mood. Like, it swings my mood down, like around this time of the month, like ovulation time. I don't know. That's like way too much TMI. And I'm sure if I did my research on it, research would support it. And my sister was like, that's because something is trying to live or die in your body right now. And it does line up because before I used to only have like PMS for like 1 week, and now I have PMS for like 2 weeks. On the camera, this does not look like it is a match. Like my skin is, I want to go, this is another thing. When I get in this mood where I feel like, oh my God, nothing new has happened, nothing new is going to happen, I just want to spend money. Like, I just like to spend money on stupid stuff. Now, the stupid stuff doesn't even make me happy. I got some stupid stuff to show y'all right now. Like, I went, I think was that last weekend? And the Bougie Boutique was having a sale, which was so crazy. What's so crazy about it was that the sale, everything was like 10, 20, 50. I forgot what the other one was. But like amazing deals, right? And I got a few things for 10 and 20. And I don't think the store owner in there likes me, you know? I don't think she likes herself. Let me not just say me. Some people just have like that. They just don't want to be bothered. Like, and I do that too. Don't we all do that? Like, sometimes in our lives, we really just don't want to be bothered. And she just has that vibe, like, she wants the stuff to sell, but she would be so glad if the store shut down so she can just go home. Like, she just always looks like that. And I know that she's like part owner because she's always in there, always on their social media, which is why I don't know if I would want to be front facing in my own business. Because sometimes I would fire me, girl. There we are. You're live. I probably lost some people. I'm just rambling on anyways while I'm trying to. Oh wow, those are great prices. Yeah, I'm gonna. Well, it was like simple clothes. It was very simple, like silky stuff. Pray, love, live. Hey girl, take that work break. I don't know what I'm doing with my life right now. Besides, I'm gonna show y'all the stuff. Don't y'all like when I show y'all stuff? Like sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Mm. But I know she was mad selling that stuff for $10 when it was supposed to be like $40. Or one thing I got for $20, I think was supposed to be like 140. You know that means like lost profits, you know. So, but she acts so bougie all the time that I can't even feel her pain, you know. They have some here. They have some here of the same store and some in New Orleans. I am so. Do y'all ever get so hungry that you just can't even be yourself? That's where I'm at. And then I'm just like, I'm gonna hire a nutritionist. Let me know if a nutritionist is covered underneath health insurance or not. Because I'm gonna call Aetna and ask them some questions. I'm doing this all wrong. This is not even the way that I do it. Not that I'm like a makeup pro, you know. I definitely don't like. I like more brown in my eyebrows. I do them really. Whatever. The main thing right now is keeping peace and keeping calm. I'm really upset about this news story with Jerry from Cheer. You guys know that I was obsessed with Cheer. That's why I like using this. Yes, it's covered under your ends. I don't know. Jerry from Cheer, he was like the biggest motivator to me. Like, I really wanted to like change my life, change my attitude. I just thought he was like such a positive person. Like, he could do anything in life. I felt like um, he could do corporate speaking, anything because of just his story. And just to hear that he's going down right now for soliciting a minor, I'm hoping that it's fake news. Like, I don't want to discount any kind of anything, because I'm sure that when you get arrested by the feds, they have enough. Like, I'm hoping they got his date of birth wrong. I'm hoping that this was from like 5 years ago. Girl, I go to somebody asked about my hair. This is the way they come, and then I add in these little pieces, which you can actually like pay to get them. Like, this needs some hair gel on it, but whatever. But the braiding lady would be like, this is what they do. Like, see, that's just too plain and simple to me. That's just like super boring. I like to kind of like jazz them up. But I just go to like a traditional braiding place, African braiding place to get my hair braided. Where it's like 3 or 4 people speaking Nigerian around you. Is Nigerian a language? And you can tell they don't like American women because they don't even want to have a conversation with you. But I'm gonna have to find a new braid place because they're always playing with the prices. And first I thought the other ladies were in there just being like ghetto fabulous about it. And then she tried to do that to me last time. Like, okay, so I got braids the month before. It was $180 plus $20 for the hair. Went back to the same place to get the same thing. Then she said it was $200 plus $20 for the hair. Okay, cool. That's already a $20 increase. In that same visit, I saw different people like saying that's not what you told me. That's not the price I was quoted. Yada yada yada. By the time I got up from that chair, she tried to charge me $200 plus. No, she tried to charge me like $220. Some kind of way it came up to like $240 that she tried to charge me. Now I already came to pay $240 because I believe in tipping people. But when you do stuff like that to me, you get what you get, girl. You gonna get this. It was $240 or something like that I gave, but I didn't like that. So there's a place that's right around the corner from them that does the same thing. But or I might go back to them because my hair really does last. My aunt was like, "Oh, your hair," because she watches these, child. She was like, "Oh, your hair was real spaced out when you got it done." I was like, "That's because they braid hair tight." And I already said that my hair is like baby fine and stuff. So by them braiding it real tight like that, it helps extend the life of my braids. So now they look normal, but that gave me like an extra 2 weeks of wear. You know what I mean? He's like, "Oh, it's not." I'm like, "Okay, I already said about my hair. Like, calm down." Which is so crazy because people are like, "What does your boyfriend think about you having braids?" And I thought it was really weird that he said he likes the natural me. He's so used to it now. My grandmother said that she took a shower and put on her like house clothes and put on some makeup, and she felt like a lady. And I was like, "Ooh, China, that's something I would never do. Put on makeup just to sit around the house? No." My boyfriend just had like the biggest laugh on his face because y'all see what I come on here looking like. Like, I definitely look like I come straight out of drug rehab when I'm sitting around the house. I do not just sit around the house with clothes on. Like, what? Like, what? What? I know some people do. One of my coworkers said she does because she's raising boys and she wants them to have like a good image, And she said they would talk about her if she didn't comb her hair every day. Like, so she is combing and like relaxing her hair and wearing a hairstyle. I'm like, child, combing my hair every day, every day. How about I try to do it twice a month? And now I have started making myself try to do it once a week. Like, I guess that's been going on for like the last month. And even that's like, I think is this the first time I put on makeup this whole week? Besides for Sunday, yep. Sunday I did. And here we are on Friday. And then one day I went out and I used to be very self-conscious. And I am very self-conscious. That's why I hate people make me try to feel even more self-conscious. I'm very self-conscious of my face without makeup. Like, but this whole shutdown thing has taught me I don't give a you get what you get. You get me alive in 2020, okay? Whatever. This is how I'm coming. I'm wearing my real face and letting that be that. Now, normally, I do not take so long to do these little bit of eyebrows. Normally, they are not this freaking dark. Normally, but something is just like off. Like, something is off about my eyebrows. And I don't feel like going to get my eyebrows done by anybody. I'm not like, I've had my eyebrows threaded. Of course, everybody's had their eyebrows waxed. I think people, I don't like the way they shape. I don't know. When other people look at you, they see different things, which is always interesting, right? And that just smeared down way more than I wanted to. Anyways, I'm tired of messing with that. Yeah, but back to Jerry on Cheer. I really hope it's not true. Jesus. Okay, so I feel like this is my controversial opinion. I really feel like the gay community, especially men, have a stigma against them that they are all pedophiles, especially if they work with or around children. I just feel like that. Like, that's just been something that they've always tried to get away from, that just because you're a gay man does not mean that you are into children. So, it's like, how can you walk into that trap? Like some traps, it would be just like, I don't know what they say about black women. Well, I don't know what they say. Well, like I'm talking about like a trap that can ruin your life, not just like a regular stereotype, but something, because I feel like whoever did that, it probably was entrapment, and I'm really hoping that it was some confusion where I really do, because I just can't see that. And then what was so crazy, if you ever watched that show, Cheer on Netflix, is that most of them had that. Most of them had, yes, there's a lot of pedophiles in Hollywood and in everyday life as well. And never discount that when you leave your children around people. And I think if I ever did have children, I'll be very protective, because it's the people that you would least expect, like in this case, Jerry from Cheer, that I don't want to believe. But then I'm talking about Jerry from Cheer. The show Cheer was on Netflix, and I absolutely loved it. And he was like the most positive person on there. Like, I really feel like this dude could just, like anything that he would touch would go gold. Like, whether he stayed in the cheer community and started his own studios or brands, or whether he went the corporate route, it just seems like it's no confusion in it. The feds have proof. Well, we don't know all the details, do we? I mean, he hasn't went to trial yet. Just because you've been charged doesn't mean that you are absolutely guilty. Like, we've seen that. What's the man that started the whole damn Me Too movement, and he's still free? What's that? Is it Weinstein? Like, that doesn't mean, just because people have proof against you doesn't mean that that's like the end all be all. People do get set up. People do get dates wrong. Was he convicted of something too? I do remember the father from Seventh Heaven. I'm not saying, I'm not his judge and I'm not his jury. That's not the point of my whole thing. My thing is that if you know that certain things are a stigma or a stereotype, such as being a pedophile as a gay man who does things with children or has a childlike demeanor, I would steer so clear away from that. Just like if I was a black man, I would steer so clear away from trying to sell drugs. Me personally, that's just something I would just be like, nope, because that's what they expect of me. That's what they expect I'm gonna do. So, that's just not something I would do. Like, and I don't know. I can say that like about how they expect like black women to have like 5 different baby daddies. I steer clear of that. There's like certain things I'm not gonna do if I know you on the lookout for me to do this. You know what I mean? That's what doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense. Oh, this got serious real fast. Yes, it is best to stay clear. Yeah, like if you know that people are just gonna associate your presence with certain things, like, why even, don't eat, nope, don't know it, don't do it, don't even know how to spell it, okay? Ooh. Well, even like with child pornography and things like that, I didn't get into like the whole cuties debate at all. I didn't watch it. I saw the clips and the previews, and I do not agree with that at all. That's like way too far. I'm surprised it's still on there. People wanted to cancel Netflix. I wonder if people did cancel Netflix over that. That would be interesting, because, so, am I turning a blind eye to it? I guess in a way that I am. Do you cancel the whole network because they put something like that on it, or do you just cancel the producers? But then, everybody's doing things these days to get a rise out of people, because I heard something. We act so emotionalist, right? We act so brain dead. We act like, in the words of Little Duval, what am I going to fake care about today? So when things about children, I think we all do agree That's something that nobody wants to, mess with. But I am very surprised because when I turn on my Netflix, that show is still on there as trending. Hey, where are you headed? I am going. Where am I headed? If I hurry up and get out this mirror, I'm gonna go look at an apartment. I need a snack, like unless these juices like really fill me up and I eat some nuts. I want to cook a meal for my boyfriend because that's a part of his love language. And I don't know how that's gonna go, but it is Friday night, so anything can happen, right? I know I'm tired of sitting up in this house. That I do know. Like that, your girl is like, I'm ready to go see something different and see something new. Like I don't even want to eat out this weekend. Is that weird? Like that's not even gonna do it for me. Like I need to. I wouldn't mind going camping this weekend. Like remember, I was supposed to fly to Denver, like possibly or whatever. Do we really feel like going through the airport right now again? I don't know. I really don't know. But I'm the kind of person that thrives off new things. Like, if this was like normal life right now, I would probably be trying to go see some theater or something like that. Just to... hey, AJ, hey. I like seeing the same people. So, yeah. So that was on my mind about Jerry from Cheer. Definitely in my prayers. And I want to know more. Like, I don't know how much more they absolutely can release, but it's going to be interesting to see, does he take a plea deal? Does he come out and say, I did not do this, I was set up, I was framed, it was my little brother using my account? Like what would be the reason? Because his attorneys did say that there was more information. um but then Ladarius, now I'm all up in the drama. Isn't it crazy though, like how you try to like seek positive energy? And I gravitated towards that show because it was so positive to me, and it was like the perfect metaphor for life. And the person that I liked the most in there was Jerry, because he didn't get picked first and he didn't look like what somebody should look like, and he just kept trying. I'm talking about Jerry from Cheer getting arrested by the feds for child pornography, and just how I just cannot believe that. Like, not saying I don't believe it because anybody can do anything. Me personally, I don't put nothing past nobody. You hear me? People will do some things. So I'm not saying that it's not possible. It's just like, wow, like even like somebody like me who loves like positive entertainment or motivational entertainment. And it's like, damn, here come the drama with this category. Can we just, oh jeez. And I will say this is how I feel about it too. When you try to vibe higher, when you try to climb higher, there's going to be so many things coming to attack you and coming to bring you down. That's just the way this system is set up. I don't know why we have set this system up in such a way. And it's just like you have to be so careful and so cautious. Like a lot of people say that I have put myself in a bubble or in a box. Like there's so many things that I don't do. But the reasons why, yeah, the reasons why I kind of like put myself in a bubble or a box is because it's to protect myself. I don't want to get caught up into some stuff that I don't want to be caught up in or be guilty by association. No, like, but this internet stuff is easy to get caught up. I don't really talk to people like I talk to you guys, right? But I don't really like try to connect with people that I meet on the internet and bring them into my real life. Does that make sense? I'm always leery of that because we are seeing that people are just weird, right? People are unnecessarily weird in the internet age. And for some reason, it seems to be like more, I don't know, like even more disheartening stories. And I'm not just talking about him, I'm just trying to say like meeting regular people to like be friend with, like on the internet. You hear so many stories about people like, oh, I met this person, they were cool, and then this and this and that happened. And it's always a bunch of freaking drama. And I'm like, well, what was the point of that? You could have just stayed in your own little bubble. I don't know. I'm weird like that. But that's also called being jaded, right? It's like, is it jaded or is it just knowledge that there is just so much out there just your little boring everyday things. Like a lot of times I feel like that I'm not living life. Like I feel like I don't know. I don't feel connected. That's the terminology. A lot of times I do not feel connected. Like I know that I'm living, but I don't feel alive. Does that make sense? And then it's like, wow, somebody around me will send out a wedding invitation, or they'll have a baby, or they'll graduate and become like a lawyer or something like that. And it's like, wow, life really is happening. Life happens on the flip side too, where it's like, people can get DUIs, they can get divorces, they can get, fired or caught doing something. The funniest freaking story I ever heard, like that shocked the mess out of me, was when somebody said that this is at an old job, not my current job. This man had mental health issues. I didn't know he had mental health issues. I just thought he was weird, right? And it was around the holiday time. He'd been with the company for over 15 years, right? And allegedly the holidays were always weird for him. And that he fell asleep on his desk and started drooling on the paperwork. And people were pointing and laughing. And then a male manager came by to tap him on the shoulder and smelled all this alcohol and took the man's keys and walked away. The man woke up looking for his keys because I guess he was going to go to his car and couldn't find them. And one of the coworkers said, "This person took your car keys." Now, the person that took his car keys was a manager. A manager took his car keys, right? Like, this is at work, girl. At work. The man goes to the manager's desk, and the manager will not give him the keys, and the manager like turned his back or something like that. The man snatches the keys and goes running out the door, and the manager runs behind him. And they're like doing this in the parking lot. The manager is literally like running behind this dude. So I was like, I don't believe this. This is effing crazy. I do not believe this. And I was like, because if you're drunk on a job, you can get fired anyway, right? But they was like, that's why he ran. Because when he ran, he could just say, "I'm sick, the medication made me ill. I was not drunk, I was just sick, or I was having an emotional day." He could have been like, "My cat died and I just wasn't well, and my asthma medication." And that's exactly what he did, something along those lines. He did not let them say that he was drunk on the job. He knew. God protects children, babies and fools. But this man knew. They can say a whole lot of things about me. They might call me crazy. They might call me weird. They may say I have mental health issues. But what they will not say is that I was drunk on the job. I was like, now what was y'all doing when the man was running around the parking lot? Like, what was y'all doing? They was like, their mouth was on the ground, because when the last time you ran around cars in a parking lot? Like, that's just, especially on your job. Like, and then as a coworker, what you supposed to do? Get in and say tag? Like, what are you supposed to do? I'll tell y'all, the one time I thought I was going to get fired from my last job. Oh, that place was a trip, because most people I have told y'all had either been there, like, no exaggeration, either 20 years, less than 2 years. So it was just a trip. Like, you was in there like chin hair, or you was trying to get out of there. It was just that kind of place. So it was Halloween. I will never forget this as long as I live. I thought I was going to get fired. I was younger at the time, right? And I was just like so thankful to have a job. And they had all of these Halloween decorations. Like, they did it big. Spider webs and pictures and life-size mummies and scary things. And some boy brought a fake rat, okay? He brought a fake rat. So he put it in my seat, and I was like, "Oh, that's silly." And I was like, well, who can I do that to? I was just like, "Oh, what is that?" Like that. So we also had food trucks at that job that would come out. I don't even know, but I don't remember if it was once a month or once a week. I think it was once a month, because it would be like a big food truck thing. On my current job, there's like a food truck out, like, I think it's once a week. Okay, so it was food truck day. So I was like on my way out to the food truck trying to make it. Oh man, I'm looking for my little busted down, and I mean, it is really busted down lip liner. Hold on, y'all, because I really thought I was going to get fired. Just give me 1 second. Let's see. So I remember remember the day and everything that I thought I was going to get fired. Hey, Krishna. It was October the 27th. I will never forget that day as long as I live. It was food truck day. I had the fake rat, and I was like, well, whose chair am I going to put this fake rat in? And there was this lady that I work with, and she would always be working late. She's like from the islands. You know how they have that accent, but you know their voice carries as well. So she also had a hip replacement. That's important. So I was fairly new to the company. I didn't know much. And so I just dropped the rat in her seat, and I kept on down there to the food truck. I get back from the food truck, and before I could make it to my desk, all I heard was, hauled ass like down the hallway, down the stairs, out in the parking lot. She was flailing her arms around. She was like, people actually like went down after this lady because people wanted to know like what happened. She had her lunchbox in her hand. She like threw it down and started screaming and hollering and ran out the building. So people started running after her, especially because she had been there over, I don't want to exaggerate, like 25 years. So for her to scream that she was sick of this shit, people was like, so there's a big display of windows. All I see is this. And I'm like, well, what? This is all I see. All I see is this. I'm like, well, what is going on? The boy that's sitting next to me. It was the rat in her chair. But at the time, the commotion that she made, I knew it was not the time to speak up. So I just sat there like, quietly at my desk. Like, she looked like she was ready to fight somebody. Remember I used to wear all those pearls, right? So I'm sitting there at my desk, and then my manager, who was real cool at the time, she came by and kneeled next to me and asked me if I knew anything about it. And I was just like, I was looking at her, she looking at me. And then so the woman that ran down the stairs, she came back and went to the corner office, like not my boss, not her boss, but above them. She went above them. I'm about to spit my juice out. So I think it was the same day, but I waited until it calmed down because people thought that she was mad at her manager. Like her and her manager had something. They thought that her manager sent her the final nasty email and she was out of there after 20-something years. I came in there, the lady was telling her story, and I came in there so humble. I remember I was like crouched down, like just imagine my knees just almost trying to touch the ground, like trying to diminish my presence, like, oh, I am so sorry. And they're looking at me like, I was like, I had no idea. I said, I feel like my reputation is ruined. I take my job very seriously. So I had never talked to this higher person or whatever, right? I always felt like that was like going, you did not want to be there, or you was really on the chopping block. And so the lady, the fearful rat lady, she started flailing her arms, falling all up against the wall, all on the vice president. You know how they have all those degrees and stuff on the wall? She's like, oh my God, why would you do that? Why? Like, so freaking dramatic. So dramatic. The vice president lady, she reminds me of one of those like really stoic people, and she's just sitting there like, and I was like, well, she's like, do you hate me that much? She's like this, do you hate me? Like, what is it? What am I doing? I'm like, I just thought because we worked late together that we were friends, it was cool. I had no idea that it was gonna do this. Like, and she's like, well, why didn't you say anything at the time? I said, because the way you were flailing your arms up in the parking lot, I didn't want anything to happen. She was like, yeah, because those pearls would have been all over the parking lot. And the vice president like just sitting there, and the lady starts, I guess she like slowly pried herself off the wall, trying to keep all the little plaques and diplomas up there. And then she's like, don't you ever do that again? Don't you ever? And I'm like, I know. I was like, so she said, I could have hurt myself. I just had my hip replaced. I I feel so bad. So then she starts, some kind of way, she starts calming down, and she's like, it was just too realistic. I don't play with rats. I'm from up north. Like, I just had a bad rat experience. I don't play with anything that looks like a rat. And then she's like, well, I want to see it because it was so realistic and it was so traumatizing to me. I just need to see that it was truly a fake rat, because I thought somebody had put a real dead rat in my chair. I was like, now why? Who would even, in this bougie office, who would even do that? Like, the vice president was over there, was so calm and so quiet. She's like, I do have the confiscated item, and I do think that if I was to show you this item, that it would ruin your reputation. It was like a paper mache rat, but it had caused such a ruckus. Thank God I didn't get in trouble. I didn't get any write-ups. There did go a corporate email. So now anytime I get a corporate email, I'm like, there's always a story behind it. I did get a corporate email, like the whole company did, saying that in this spirit and fun of Halloween, please do not play practical jokes in the office. It is not, funny or professional to all. Keep in mind, this is a professional work environment. Oh my Lord. And then, so then a few days go by, whatever. I'm like, the whole office heard about it, because when that lady like ran out the building, I mean, she ran out. And when I tell you, she was out there in the parking lot, like she was ready for it. And then, so then this man, another manager, the same manager that took the boy keys, he came and told his story of tragedy about how he played a prank on a lady in the office. They were like, this was years ago, pulled the lady's chair out when she went to sit down, and she sat down on her back wrong and injured her back and had to have back surgeries, and how it ruined his career. And I was like, well, thanks. Thanks a lot. Thank you for letting me keep my job. Thank you that nobody was injured. I'm going back over here. All of that over a stupid rat decoration. I will never forget that as long as I live, though, because can you imagine somebody running out of the workplace, throwing their lunchbox, and they like a 20-something year employee, saying they sick of this shit, they can't take no more? Oh my God! Nobody in there could believe that she would act like that. Oh man! And then to know that I was the cause of it, and I was not like I was not gonna tell on myself. But I felt like my neighbor had told on me, so then I had to I had to come clean, Oh Lord, yeah. But one little thing like that, I'm glad, like for me, like all's well that ends well. Me and the lady stay friends. Like I could call her like right now today, which I really should. I've been meaning to. But I was like, damn, I didn't know like people were so serious as they got older. But life gets more serious to you as you get older. It really does. My grandmother told me her story was that this week, because my grandmother wants to be young forever, hunty, about how she has a candle out on the front porch for the bugs, for the mosquitoes, for when they sit outside. But she didn't like the candle, and the candle was lit, and it was her and my grandfather. And then she's like, oh no, we too old to go outside in the middle of the night and blow out a candle when we don't know who lit it. My grandmother's very smart. She's like, somebody could have lit that candle and just be waiting on me to come outside and hit me over the head. And just like that, we out of here. And that is so true. Like, you don't think about little things like that when you're, when you're young. But like my grandmother said, with age comes wisdom. I'm looking for a lipstick that doesn't smear off. And those are the Rihanna lipsticks. I did not know I was going to get so lively. And then when I told my grandfather the rat story, he's like, oh no. That lady could have seriously injured herself. She could have seriously hurt herself. I'm like, thank God that I'm just not going to beat myself up over this story forever, because, and then at the time, I was such a serious person. I was like, oh my God, they're never going to take me seriously. I'm always going to be like the prank, the Halloween prank girl, the rat prank girl, like, who's going to want me to be a leader? Like, I don't know. I do like pranks though. I mean, I know I did not like that prank because I did not know that lady was gonna just show. I mean, that was a show out. That was a show out. That wasn't a reaction. She showed out over that. I didn't know she was gonna act like that. So But a good prank, I don't watch prank videos. I think those are stupid. But real life pranks, I think are hilarious. Like one time I put like a little fake spider, once again around Halloween time, on my grandmother's pound cake container, the outside of the container, the plastic top. Oh Lord. She, go get the broom! Go get the broom! Somebody help me! Somebody help me! I'm like, calm down, calm down. Like, I didn't even say calm down. And you just have to just sit there like, oh my god, I know. I don't know, like I don't know, when somebody plays a prank, it does get your heart racing. I haven't been around like a prankster in a while, so hmm. I've never played any pranks with my boyfriend. The most embarrassing thing that has ever made me laugh with him, and I gotta go after this. You have watched Empire. Oh, AJ. like this, like when the real estate person was like, "I want to see a screenshot of your credit report before I'm gonna run your application." I'm like, "Are you gonna ask me to send nudes next?" like what? Like sometimes life is serious, and then it starts taking these ridiculous turns, and I think that's what makes it more fun and funny to me. I've never watched a prank video on YouTube. I don't know, cause people, these young kids, they try too hard. But a good old fashioned one with uptight people. Oh my god, those are the best. That is what I call good, clean fun. But I don't want anybody to hurt themselves, hurt their hip, or hurt their back, or anything like that. Mm. Well, I have sat here and put on this messy makeup. I'm not gonna be gone long per usual. I hope I'm not gone long. I think I need some new powder. What time is it, y'all? Because I kind of do want to go take pranked, especially if it's on me. I don't mind. I don't mind being pranked. I don't think anybody has ever played a prank on me though. I'm trying to think. Who has ever played a prank on me? Nobody. Because I'm so used to being around like such uptight people. You use. Do you ever finish it? I'm still using it. I take two of them. That's why my face got like ashy last night. One is Dapson, which is like an antibacterial, and the other one is a retinoid. I don't know which one it is, but it's one of those. I think they're working. I don't know. Like sometimes I feel like they work when you use them consistently. And I already know like makeup and masks and face brushes for me. Oh my god, this is ugh. But I would definitely say see a dermatologist. Like even if you have any doubts about your skin, I waited so long. I'm just a little ignorant girl sometimes. I don't go to the specialist, but now I'm like, okay, I need to get some weight off, and it's not coming off like as quickly as it can. So let me go ahead and look into my nutritionist thing. Yeah, but I like pranks. You can play a prank on me. Like I don't. Nobody ever has. Like I'm trying to think. Nobody, no, nothing. Like nothing comes to mind where it was just like, but it wasn't a prank. But it was something that just made my freaking stomach hurt. So, just from laughing and trying not to laugh. So I have all these pillows and stuff, and I'm always telling my boyfriend, do not stack those pillows up on your side of the bed. He loves to stack stuff on his side of the bed, and he knows he's just not a careful person. That's just not in his DNA, right? That I told him, I was like, you're gonna get up in the middle of the night and fall one day. He had stacked all his shoes and pillows and stuff, his dirty clothes that he had taken off was on his side of the bed. So the room was messy, and I had the vacuum cleaner. And okay, so from I don't know, this is the right corner to the left corner. There was a vacuum cleaner. I was rearranging the stuff around the apartment. There was pillows packed up. There was clothes over there. There was all kind of crap. Like when you rearrange the stuff, sometimes it gets messy. So you start putting things in like one area to like be like, okay, I'm gonna sort through this. Like especially like when you're like rearranging for the seasons or whatever have you. And he got out the bed in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. And y'all know this apartment. I was asleep too. I was real asleep. Y'all know this apartment is not that big. I saw him get up, but I never saw or heard him go to the bathroom. He had got up and tripped over all that shit, and he tried to hold on. He tried to hold on to the vacuum cleaner to keep himself upright. So all I saw was like in the middle of the night this tug of war with this vacuum cleaner. And he fell into that pile of crap. And all I could hear was like, it sounded like somebody was down there just swimming. He was just swimming. He was swimming. Oh my God. No, I saw. Because remember, it's probably like, oh my God. It was probably like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. And I saw the vacuum cleaner shuffle. And I still didn't see him go to the bathroom. But I didn't see her. And I said, are you down there? Are you on the floor? And he took a long time. And he said, yup, I'm down here. I died. I could not laugh because it would have been a fight. It would have been a fight. It would have been a fight. It would have been like, it would. But sometimes when he gets on my nerves, because people can get on your nerves and they want to act so high and mighty, I just imagine him swimming on the floor. Oh, God. Oh, it just makes me laugh because I told him, you don't need to put those pillows on your side of the bed. You know you're not careful. You know how certain people are. I can't even see y'all right now. Girl, he could not. He could not. He tried. Now, I know I'm rogue, but I do laugh when people fall. I know I'm rogue, but I don't know, it's something about somebody losing their balance. And the fact that not only did he try to stay upright, which elongated the situation, I'm dead asleep. Like, what is going on? Where is this man at? He came back from the bathroom yet? Where are you at? I'm like, I just hear it swimming. All this shuffling. I mean, it's pillows down there. It's clothes over there. It's tchotchke stuff down there. And he just trying to swim out. I'm done with it. I'm done. That's like my private. Oh, whenever he want to act too high and mighty, I just picture it. I just be like, whatever. Oh, God. So, because he didn't want to talk about it that night, right? He didn't want to talk about it that night. Or the next day, he didn't want to talk about it. So I waited. I was like, because you can't laugh with, because you know certain things can really make somebody mad. I was just like, what? I just want, what were you, are you, I was like, how did you, I couldn't even get the question out. Like that night, I asked him, he was mad, and he was like, no. But then the next following days, because I waited like 2 days, that is enough to make you feel like, because he's been wanting to like get out of this apartment and stuff and not ever come here. Because it's too small, and I have too much stuff. And what's so funny is the vacuum cleaner normally stays in the closet, and once again, I have the vacuum cleaner out. Now, I was so thankful that he did not take. So that wasn't a prank, but when I tell you, that thing shook my soul with just so much entertainment. It seemed like he was down there forever. Like, I don't know. It's just hilarious to me. I'm sorry. It's just like one of those stories I couldn't even tell with a straight face. It's got to be like it's hard. It's funny and to like really really laugh. Like and not like a that's kind of entertaining, but like a really like you are just freaking hysterical when you think about it. That's how that situation was to me. It happened. Anyways, real life is the best. He was too sleepy. Yeah, he was too sleepy and too stubborn. Like, give me that stuff. Let me put the pillow down because I'm just a more careful person. Like, I don't care how sleepy I am. I'm never just gonna like get out of bed and just start walking around like do 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 in the dark. No, I'm gonna get my bearings straight. I'm gonna slide down very gently and then make my way. Oh no, not him. He got it. It's all under control. If he heard me laughing about this right now, he'd be like, I did feel bad for him, but I did feel like, I really should look into moving, but I gotta go, guys. I did not think I was gonna be on here for a whole hour, so it must be almost 5 o'clock, and I do want to go see this other apartment. Thank you guys so much for being a part of my kooky world. See, you a good one because I would have brought that up. I remember the time you tossed with a vacuum cleaner and lost. No, that would be such a fight. Like, that would be such a major fight. First of all, he would be like, if I didn't live in this small ass box, that would have never happened. If I took better care of my stuff and my possessions, that would have never happened. If I had common courtesy just for making it easy on the next person, that would have never happened. Oh, girl, that would be a fight. That would just escalate. Oh my God. Oh my God. I started sweating from laughing because it's not even that hot in here. All right, guys. You guys have allowed me to entertain myself, and I appreciate that. Hopefully you enjoy your weekend and whatever you can do with it. Whew, because life is what it is right now. You got bye P Poppy. Watch it from the beginning or just watch the last 20 minutes. The last 20 minutes, what's funny? Like, I enjoy the laughter. Thank you guys. I'm gonna go wash my hands now and maybe put on a little bit more powder. See, I think even Sephora closes at 6. Keep it your inside jokes. Thanks for the consistency. I don't really have much to share right now. Like, do we? Like, but thank you guys.